volunteers are ready to put in work to better our community. How you can partner up with national organizations to make that dream a reality. Let's show our consideration for others by giving of ourselves. During the 52 weeks of the year, someone, somewhere has a need that you can meet. Let's welcome Caroline Norris. She is the Executive Director of Volunteer Odyssey. Hey, Caroline, how you doing?
Thanks for letting me come and talk about all the good things happening in our city.
We gotta shine a light on the good stuff, of course. But let's talk about this because I love that we said, how do we keep people motivated to keep volunteering?
You know, I think it's different for every single person because every single person has something different that they can contribute. If you are passionate about homelessness or food insecurity or pets or parks or art museums or anything in between, there is an organization in Memphis that needs your help. And so whatever motivates you to get out of the house, link arms with neighbors, grab your friends and family, there's an organization that you can really make an impact.
Yeah, I think sometimes we feel like, oh, no one needs that gift. Oh, that doesn't matter. But really, something simple that you enjoy doing, even if it's just sitting with people. You know, you can go to, say, a nursing home and sit with someone who may not have a visitor. Just something as simple as that. Exactly. I'm a yakker, so that might be good for me to go and talk.
Go and talk. Go and talk. Go and
talk their heads off. So give me some organizations that people may not think of that need volunteers.
Yeah, well, our friends at Room in the Inn, they are serving meals every day of the week.
Okay, see, I don't think people knew that. Every day, all day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Catholic Charities is not something that you may think about if you're not in their organizations. They are serving food and bringing a mobile grocer to so you can drive through and pick up groceries if you're having a tough time.
Perfect. I love that.
Wolf River Conservancy, while they are doing really, really important environmental work, they also need volunteers to do cleanups or to aid in their conservation.
Yeah, you think about people who have yards and stuff that love to that's therapy for them. So you're kind of feeding yourself while helping somebody else.
Absolutely.
Does Volunteer Odyssey have like a list anywhere, like on the website that people can go to?
So glad you asked. Oh. So glad you asked. Yes. So we are the hub. At our core, we're connectors.
Okay.
And we exist. We are the nonprofit that serves in the gap of our nonprofit partners. So we know that most of our organizations don't have a full staff, a full team that can devote time just to organizing volunteers and volunteer efforts. So we try to stand in that gap, and we fundraise really hard to provide that technology and organization. So when you come to our website, serve.volunteerodyssey.com, you can see all of the opportunities that are in Memphis. So if you are passionate about one of those causes, great, you can sort and filter. If you just have some time to spare, whether that's an hour to mentor or 4 hours on a Saturday, you can look at your calendar and see what's going to match up with just your schedule.
I'm glad you mentioned that because oftentimes we already feel like we have so much going on through the week and say, well, I may only have an hour here. Just pencil that in and say, you know what, let me go see what I can do for an hour.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it really does. I don't think people realize it. Even when I volunteer on just a small amount with little kids, it makes such a big difference. But you kind of leave out feeling like, I did something good. You know, it's
true. So you know that you're providing critical people power to those organizations. But from the volunteer side, we know the U.S. Surgeon General declared an epidemic of loneliness in 2023. Yes. And so we know that connecting with your neighbors, connecting with community fights that. And you'll also gain perspective of those that you are serving, and it will create a bigger sense of community and enlightenment for you, your pathway.
How many would you say, how many organizations are in your hub, would you say?
Well, we've got hundreds and hundreds. However, they don't all need help every single day.
Right.
And so you can use the system to sort and filter for what skills you want to develop, what works with your schedule, what causes you're passionate about. And you'll be able to find something that resonates with you.
Yeah. And I feel like too, we think about holidays like MLK Day and things where we kind of naturally give back, or everybody's talking about volunteer. But what about those little days when it's just nice and quiet on a Saturday, nothing's going on?
That's
you
right.
You can go to the calendar and say,
They need your help all throughout the year. We love this past weekend, MLK Days of Service days. We activated over 1,500 hours, 1,500 volunteer hours in just those 3 or 4 days. And so that is a huge impact, and it really pushes forward projects that those nonprofits may not have been able to see to fruition because they don't have the ongoing staff support. But those same organizations need your help every day. We're at T.O. Fuller Park and cleaning up the trails and working on their playground. We were, that was with River Conservancy, and Girls Inc. was prepping their garden beds for the spring semester. Thistle and Bee was painting and cleaning up for their brand new clinic that they're about to open. And those are just a couple of the things that really pushed some projects forward that was really fun to see those things come to fruition and meet some folks I didn't know before.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Caroline, you guys, listen, I love that. I love that. But listen, figure it out. What time do I have to make someone else happy and remove myself? I gotta get started. Thank you. All right. This is an incredible topic, and today I'll connect you with an organization reaching out with holy hospitality. But after the break, it's time for lunch. See you guys in a minute.